Ahoy there, captains, and welcome to TransOcean 2 Rivals. We're playing it. It's gonna be some fun. I've gone and kind of created a profile already, only because it's crazy that they don't have multiple profiles set up for a multiplayer game. Does not make sense to me, but it is what it is. So this is our good old person that we've went with. You can see there's a bunch of different avatars for you to choose from, and they all kind of look kind of grumpy. Not too happy. They all look kind of shady as well, like they're out to get you. So this is who we picked. Not really sure why I picked him, but he's kind of cool. The company name we're going with is Vision Lines. I don't know, just something different, I think. And then there's a bunch of logos you can choose from as well here. Like there's a ton. You can upload your own though, so that's a shame. It'd be kind of cool to get our own logo on our own ships, but can't do it. So this is what I went with here. And then the ship color I went with, or we're going to go with here, is the red one. I'm not a big fan of this one. I mean, I think these two are probably the best ones. The yellow is a little too bright. Green, I've never seen a green ship like that. Got like another yellow here. This is really an orange, actually. We got a pink. We definitely ain't doing pink. I've never seen a pink one. We got this green, which isn't too bad. You can scroll through it and see what, like, all the different ships in the game and what your ship will look like with them all. So that's kind of cool. And then we got this other pink one here as well. So we're gonna go red though, and we don't have to save that because that's what we already are. So let's go back. We are going to do the campaign here. So let's get started.
So you thought that after TransOcean, the shipping company, you had the boss magnate title all to yourself. Well, you hadn't reckoned on new and old rivals. Now it's time to see if you're still up to it. Put the past behind you and step up to a new challenge.
Alrighty, let's do this. Let's begin.
Well-known shipping owner files for bankruptcy and loses everything. Rumors of crooked lawyers, saboteurs, and pirates won't go away. But who was behind it all? Shipping company consultant Hiram T. Witherspoon behind bars. Investor Lydia Blythe Smith plays mysterious role. The beginning of a personal vendetta? Famous shipping boss after bankruptcy withdraws to Alaska. Reclusive life as a dog sled pilot. Sad ending for a tycoon? 5 months later.
Hi there. I know you don't know me, but we have a friend in common. I am Hiram T. Witherspoon's sister, Heather. I'm so glad I found you at last. You have to help me get Hiram out of jail. You probably think it's impossible since you'll never be able to pay the bail. Well, not without your shipping company. But I didn't come to see you without a plan. Without a good plan, in fact. In the last few months, I've been working my way into the shipping business and given it everything I have, but I can't make it on my own. I need you, especially if the rumors are true and that Blythe Smith woman was the one who put Hiram behind bars. I've been able to take out a loan that we can use to found your shipping company, and I've already opened a bank account. Are you on board? I'm begging you.
Alright, let's do this for Hiram.
Okay, you're living in Anchorage now? Well, then let's make that where we put our headquarters. Click once on the port.
Alright, so it's kind of interesting. So obviously now we know why, okay. What's going on with the story is what happened here. We lost our company basically, and we've now kind of gone ourselves to Alaska. Our consultant Hiram is behind bars. Now let's get to Anchorage here in Alaska. Because we're dog sled pilots now, guys. We're no longer moving ships, we're moving dogs. That's what we're doing.
So this is what your new home looks like. Okay for a fallback position, but very soon you're going to have to spend more time in your headquarters. And here's a construction site for it on the right. Click on it.
Alright, let's look at... Ooh, that's interesting.
Now that's what I call
Whoa, did you guys
nice
see that?
office. And a few million euros sure isn't all that much for it either.
The way that made
I've been able
million
to
was
pick
awesome.
up a ship on the second-hand market, but it's by no means the best. And pity it's only a feeder container ship. But then again, feeders are the smallest container ships, and they can reach all of the ports that bigger ships can't.
That is correct.
Cool. Shall we go find some contracts for the ship then? This is the first step to putting together Hiram's bale.
Let's
Would
do
you
it.
like an introduction to the game?
I think we're gonna do the introduction, guys. Just so that way, if you're new, you don't know how what's going on here, and for some of the new features and things that are going on, I think it'll be good. Some good information in here.
Open the contracts list by clicking on the terminal in the bottom left.
So there's two ways you can do contracts. They say when you're in the terminal, click on the terminal, but you can also click on it down here as well, once you're in the port.
This is the contracts list. Here you can see all of the contracts that are currently available in Anchorage.
Yep, like normal. Everything's cool there.
This company, for example, would like to ship the following goods.
So you can see what the goods are, and it's kind of cool, like you can hover over and see what it actually is. I know like in the last one it was hard to tell, like, okay, is this one this or that? But you can see that now.
It's for this volume in TEU, which is a certain weight in tons. 1 TEU is one 20-foot equivalent unit and is the standard size for a container. By the way, these containers are all weigh 6 meters long and 2.5 meters high.
That's really cool. Like I never, like in TransOcean 1, like I was like, what is a TAU versus the tons? And now we know. So this is basically like 500 containers that weigh 900 tons. So it's actually really cool to know.
When you deliver the goods, the company will pay you the following bonus for the contract.
Nice, 73,000. Now the game doesn't explain if that's 73,000 you get for that contract or if that's a bonus on top of actual pay for that contract. So I'm not really sure on that situation there. I think that's what your actual contract pay is, and so they really shouldn't be using the word
In order
bonus.
to check whether one or more contracts will fit on board the ship, move the mouse over a contract or select several of them. The ship's cargo volume and cargo weight bars will then show you how full it will be. In order to show the destination for a contract on the map, move the mouse over a contract. Give it a try right now.
Alright, let's try it. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. I like
We'll
game
take
one.
a look at the journey time, deadline, and fuel a little later. For now, start by finding yourself a few contracts and accept them using the button below the list.
Alright, so we are in Anchorage, guys. Metro Vancouver is the closest port. So let's head right there. Let's load all of this up. We're actually then going to head to Los Angeles. Ooh, let's go for the big one. Well, that's going to take 8 days. Let's just go for this one here then. Just to be on the safe side. It's a shame we can't take both of these. But I don't know if you guys are noticing what's happening here. So as I'm clicking the contracts I want, it's actually telling like taking away other contracts. It's taking away the contracts that actually won't fit into our hold. So that's kind of cool. And then we'll head down to Manzillo. And I'll explain why I'm going in this order shortly here.
Sign
Let's load
here
these.
if you really want to accept the contract.
Oh, I
The
do.
transportation- Awesome! Your first contracts. Well, are you getting that warm feeling all over again?
Yep.
When one of the accepted contracts is selected, its destination port is also logged as a voyage destination. Once a destination is logged, you can have your ship cast off immediately for the destination port.
Beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do. Here's the other thing, guys, too. In TransOcean 2, it doesn't matter if you go max speed or not. In terms of wear and tear, it's the same in terms of wear and tear if you're at half speed, full speed, or extreme speed. So the only difference that this makes is the fuel consumption here. So let's cast
And there
off.
goes your ship. Let's have a look at it. Go back to the world map by... there it is en route.
There it is.
Here at the bottom left, you have an overview list of your ships. Of course, at the moment, there's just the one.
Yeah.
Click once on your ship there in order to see. Here you can see the fuel status and condition of the ship, the starting point and destination, the speed and the remaining duration of the voyage. You can also alter the ship's speed here during the voyage.
I thought like they were supposed to change it so you could alter its destination en route. Said that doesn't look like that feature was added, which is kind of a shame, 'cause I really thought it would have been.
A tip. The same window will open if you click directly on your ship from the world map. Here you can direct your ship to a destination right away if it's just sitting at anchor in a port.
Which is cool. That's cool that you can actually just direct it and not have to go into the port. So that's kind of neat though.
Awesome. Your first trip in quite a few years. Feels pretty good, huh?
Oh, it does. So let's get going here. As you can see, if you guys watched my review video and what my first initial thoughts were, I guess, they didn't have the pause button or anything. Look at that, we've got a pause button now, and the ship stops and goes. Look at how cool this is. You can see I love that feature. It's the smallest little feature, but it's so cool. I don't know why it doesn't change in here though. It's kind of a shame. But so for this campaign here, you have to sit there and get these goals, which weren't really explained. But you need to get one of the goals in order to get to the next chapter in the campaign unlocked. So I'm going to show you how to get gold in this one, guys, because there's a little cheat you got to do. It's not really a cheat, but it's kind of weird how it works. I guess you can call it a cheat. It's kind of a shame how they've gone about this, but it is what it is.
Just wanted to introduce myself. Clark Masterson of Masterson Incorporated. I see that you've also founded a shipping company. Well, my shipping company's the #1 outfit around here, and I have no plans to change that state of affairs. You reckon your company's got what it takes to compete? Well, let's see.
Ha! If only he knew. A rookie? Ha! You're up for the challenge, aren't you? Show that Clark Masterson what's what. I've noted the destinations here that we have to reach in order to successfully complete this chapter.
Ah, yes, she does note it.
In every chapter, there are exactly 3 goals. If you achieve one of them, any one, you will receive the bronze medal and unlock the next chapter. If you achieve 2 goals, you get silver, and with all 3 goals, can you guess? You get gold.
Yes, we do. So that's what we got to do.
You have a certain amount of time for all of these goals in each chapter. If you want silver, then you have to complete 2 of the goals by the end of the chapter. Not easy. And for gold, you'll have to pull out all the stops.
Yes, we will.
Now close the menu again.
Alright, so let's get shipping, guys. Let's get shipping. In this first chapter here, we can't purchase any other ships. So that's kind of a different thing there. So we only got our 1 ship to complete the goal here of getting 20 contracts on time, deliver more contracts on arrival, and then have 10 million more in our account than our arrival as well. So no ships. The other thing too is in the first chapter here, I've noticed in the earlier builds, I guess when the game first came out, the condition actually went down for the wear and tear. In chapter 1 now it's locked at 100%, so you don't lose anything there.
Ahoy there! Your ship has now entered the destination port.
Yes, it has.
You'll find a notification for this here in the top left. Click on it once. Here you can see an analysis of this voyage. On the first page, there is a summary of the profit or loss. This is the bonus the job earned, minus any required tugboat fees due or contractual penalties. Tugboat fees have to be paid in every port, but the amount of these fees varies from port to port. Contractual penalties are required when a contract is delivered too late. We'll take a look at deadlines in a moment. On the second page, you'll see there are a few more details. Take your time looking at them and click on To the Port when you're finished.
Very well. No, I don't want to.
On the second page, you'll see there are a few more details.
So you can see all of our
Take
stuff
your
here, the
time
contracts
looking
that
at
got
them
brought
and
in.
Click on To the Port
Be quiet,
when you're
Miss.
finished.
What's her name again? I forgot her name again already. We'll just call her Hiram's sister. Forgot her name already. Oh, Heather. There it is. It's right there. Miss Heather, you need to be quiet. I'm trying to run my company. You need to go do something useful. Well, let's go to the port. I'll show you guys in a second here
the port where your ship is docked.
some of the things we can do.
Your ship has of course consumed fuel during the voyage, so we'll fill it back up.
Alright,
And
let's fill it up.
On the left, you can see the local fuel. You can
Yes.
use this control to set how much you want to fill up with.
So
Then
they still
confirm
haven't
with the
fixed
button.
this. I wish
The
they would
ship
give
will
it
be
per
fueled
ton
immediately. It takes no
instead
time
of
at
like
all.
how much it's going to cost to fill up all of this. As you can see though, the minimum global to fill up 171 tons is basically you can figure it out, I guess, in a way, but you can't really. I mean, 5 tons, you divide that out, you'd get an idea. You just have to sit there and do that math. I'd rather see the per ton volume, or however they calculate the fuel, versus the way they do it now. It's kind of nice though that they show you the minimum and the maximum that you would pay at this, when you put in your fuel. So we'll just fully fuel up here.
Open the contracts list by clicking on the terminal.
And the terminal.
Another important point in a contract is the distance to the destination port. We'll take a look at the deadline afterwards. For example, your ship would enter the destination port in the number of days given here.
Yes, it would. So you can see that 3 days for a lot of the stuff. We're only going from Metro to Los Angeles, so not that far. So, but the game does get kind of screwy here, on trying to wheel some
the shipping jargon
bad
term
deals for you.
Arrival time is ETA, estimated time of arrival. This is of course dependent on the speed of the ship, shown here on the left. Enter a different speed and see how this changes the ETA.
Oh yeah, we all knew that though, right? Yeah.
Fuel consumption is also
Nothing
dependent
new.
on the speed.
Yeah, we know that
Logically,
as
don't you
well.
think? Fuel consumption increases exponentially with speed. You can also use the fuel bar.
Alright, we don't
right
need to
then.
know all that
That's
stuff,
enough
right?
talk.
It's the fuel.
Go and find as many contracts as possible to fully load your ship.
Thank you,
The more
Heather.
contracts that are going to
Thank
the same
you.
port, the better.
Alright, so let's grab a bunch of stuff to Los Angeles here. That's where we have our other contract from. Got no major deadlines to worry about. Let's grab the max, the big kahoonies. Yeah, that's good. Get
And
that.
sign here again, please.
We will.
And by clicking on the cast off
We're outta
button,
here.
we can send your ship off to the destination of the selected
So,
contract.
one of the things you guys might have noticed is when we pulled into port, they didn't ask us to dock manually or call tugboats, right? Well, here's why. Let's go to the main menu here. And in the menu, if you go to options and under game, see where it says tugboat strike frequency. If you want to manually dock your ship every single time your boats come into port, you click always. This will then force you to have to dock your ships or wait a day for the tugboat's strike to end, and then they can dock it for you. The game starts out at rarely. You can have it at often. You can have it at never. So then you're always having to pay the tugboat fees then. If you do never, obviously. So that's what I meant to say. Oh, just a little brain freeze there. So that's what's going on. I'm just going to leave it on rarely. It does happen. You'll notice where the strikes are. I'm not sure if you change it though to like never or always, if it also affects the AI, or if the AI is still based on a rarely type of gameplay. But the AI does get affected though by the tugboat strikes. So that's kind of nice. Helps you out there. But let's go back. Let's get back into our game. There's our ship at. There's our ship. So what we're doing is so that way we can get the contracts that we needed delivered in a time. Is we need to go all the way around here to the Panhandle area of Florida and get to Havana, New Orleans, and Houston, which you can see are actually two new ports here in the North America region. That's really cool. But by getting our ship to this area, while yes, it's going to take time to get there, once you get here, it only takes a day to go between like all of these ports here, even up to the Georgia ports. From Houston to Georgia ports, only like 5 days. And so we have all these ports here to go from, and so it allows us to get those max number of contracts that we need. It's kind of a cheat way, but I'm telling you this right now, guys. If you stay on the west coast here, your ship will not be able to get more contracts delivered than your rival, just because of how quick the AI is good at this stuff. So let's just keep going. But you can see his ship's already out. We're just pulling in.
We come to deadlines. Every contract has
deadlines.
one. And you can also open the contracts list using this button when on the world map.
Yep, just like I explained earlier.
If the deadline is very tight or the ship sails too slowly, the deadline might not be met. In this case, you will have to pay a daily contractual penalty for every late day. This is displayed when you move the cursor over the contract value.
So there you go, you can see that there'd be 13,000 for that every day that contract's late.
However, the tighter the deadline, the higher the contract bonus. You can see just how much higher by moving the mouse over the euro symbol next to a deadline.
So like down here, it would take 14 days to get to Houston from where we're at. The contract has to be there in 5. But it would pay a 54% bonus when you deliver it. So if you take this bonus here that you get, you can take, you know, another 54%, so that's about what, another 750,000. Add that on, then subtract what the deadline per day fee is. You know, you'd probably come out with that 1.5 or so. And this bonus changes constantly. I've seen upwards of 200% bonus, so it's really nice.
And that's about it on the subject of deadlines.
All right.
And if you don't know how to
We don't
proceed,
need actually other
you can
tips.
find help for every screen
So that's really
by
kinda
clicking
cool.
on the question mark here at the top.
But let's head to Manzanillo. Let's go. Yeah, let's grab that, and then let's grab. Should we grab this contract to Honolulu or Havana? 100,000. Let's grab it. It might actually be. Might be worth it just in case. Let's load these contracts. You can see we've got a tight deadline here, 4 days and 4 days. And the game now will also put it in brackets if you're not gonna make it in time. So we're probably gonna get some sort of delay there, but it's all right. It is all right. But see, yeah, he's already headed up to Metro and Los Angeles. That's a very short run, 3 days each way. So as you can see here, we can constantly see what our goals are and where we're at. We've delivered 13 contracts. Now, it's not every time your ship pulls into port, it's all those separate contracts that we click on. And then Masterson's got 12. So we've already delivered this. We've already got more on-time contracts on arrival. I'm not really sure, though, either if that means, like, if he comes back, do we lose that goal or does it stay? I'm not 100% sure on that, guys. We could try and find out once we head to Havana here, because he then should be able to pull back ahead of us. But let's get into Havana, or Manzanillo, which is another new port as well, I think. So it's cool, and you can see the notifications stay up here too. So that's neat. Here's our ship. You can always click on it for fuel. You can see fuel's a little bit expensive around here, so we're only gonna grab 250. Actually, we might need a. We'll see. We might need a fully fuel up though to get to Havana. But the game does now pause in these menus as well. Before, when the game launched, it didn't, so you're constantly like scrambling around to get stuff done. Oh man, we should have taken contracts here for Havana. Holy cow. Anything good? We could go to Houston. 10,000. We'll stay it with what we got though. So let's load these contracts to Havana. And let's cast off. Our ship's good to go. We'll go back to the world map. And there we are. So during this time, it's going to take us a while to get to Havana. Masterson should pull ahead here. But here, this is the Panama Canal. It actually shows you, which is really cool. I think it showed in the last game too, but just not as easily. Alright, now he should be ahead of us in goals. And he is, so it does take it away. So you do have to maintain that, otherwise you do lose your that. So that's kind of a shame. But we're now in Havana. We should have taken that back. And we did. And we did. Remember, this is the only ship you get though, and they name it for you. You cannot rename it, which is a shame. But it is what it is. And you get this little chat box. I don't understand it because like you can type stuff in like I'm gonna win, but no one ever responds because it's basically just an in-game for the AI. So but it does tell you what the AI is up to. You know, if they buy a new ship or something. So it does pop up there. But other than that, for you talking, you don't get a response, which is kind of a shame. Alright, so let's head to Houston here. Go to Houston. Could head to Georgia Port. See what I'm saying? Like, it only takes like a day to get to all these places. So let's go to the Georgia ports. I'm not worried about only having to take one contract here, to be honest. Holy cow, Havana, the fuel is expensive. Let's just get 124 tons. Just enough. But you can see our ship's going to be pulling in and out like constantly now. Boom. Money, money. You can see our bonus here. Let's go to the port. How much we made. it's definitely more relaxed than what it was when the game first came out. Like when the game first came out, it was like constant boom, 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 and you're just like, whoa. So that's good. Let's see. Let's head to New York as well. Maybe we can. Maybe they'll have a tugboat strike somewhere. I will say what I have noticed. Man, fuel's so expensive around here too. Is that the tugboat strikes happen a lot in Metro Vancouver. I've noticed that. So definitely something to keep in mind. And you'll see too on the map, it'll show you like tugboat strike in this area. So nice little 270,000. We can't make much money with our one ship here though. It's kind of a shame. Pulling in 1-day contracts will be good. Let's go down to. There's no deadline ones, which is a shame. I'd like some deadline ones just to give us some money. Let's go to New Orleans and then Houston. That'll be good. And now let's make a stop in the Georgia ports on the way. So let's fuel up. Let's see what fuel is here. Oh, definitely fuel has definitely changed in this game. Like, it used to be so cheap in America for fuel in this area. Definitely not no more. Definitely not no more. There we are. We delivered another count. Let's see how we are. We still have 21. So now we've delivered 2 goals. And this goal we can't lose, right? Can't lose that one. This one we can lose. Now we just gotta get 10 million more. He's at 15. We're at 12. I think we'll be fine though. We lost money on that one. Yeah. It's always them short ones I always lost money on anyhow. Let's see where we're going. Ooh, there's a deadline one that finally pops up. Well, let's grab this one here to Houston. These two actually both for Houston. That'll give us some decent money, huh? And then let's fuel up. Oh, now fuel is cheap here in Georgia ports. So let's fuel up. It's constantly changing, but they no longer have a fuel tab on the side here, which is a shame. So you can't see it while you're managing your business side. But there we are, New Orleans. That wasn't good. New Orleans was we only had like 1 contract going there. But I'm telling you, these ports are beautiful. If we ever can get back into them. Let's just go to Havana on that one. Load up that contract. Let's cast off.
Is on strike.
Ah, see?
You're going to have to get hands-on and steer the boat yourself.
Hands on.
You can wait for the strike to end.
Let's get into it. Let's sail out of here. Get out of this port. So look at this. The map. It's just huge. This port. You could just see. Well, look at how crazy it is in here. There's another ship moving around. I mean, this is nuts. Like, to get out of here, look at this. Like, we gotta back up, get up. Just gotta do a ton of stuff. The other thing too, like, we move our camera now, it doesn't auto rotate back, which is just so cool. So, but they still put the name on the side, which is neat. Here we go though. I talked about this in the review video or the first impression video. You don't see loaded contracts, cargo on your ship anymore. It's not a thing. It's a shame. It really is. I don't know why. It's been requested that they try and put that back in. They're staying very quiet about the situation on it. So I do not know what's going to happen there. Do not know. But this is definitely going to be a challenge to get out. But we can go to the mini map as well. See, here's our ship, and this is where we're exiting port. So, see everything. But this is how big the New Orleans port is, guys. This is crazy. Crazy. Very nice, though. A lot of detail they put in, and the fact that they have it set so you hardly go into these ports is really a shame. Well, let's swing our ship over here and then back up and try and get us some more clearance from the side. Try and get some more clearance. And you can always, like, if you click this button here.
You'd like to cancel the maneuver?
There you go.
Not a problem.
So
shut down your engine.
That's what that does.
Whoa,
whoa, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Dang it. I had our thing turned the wrong way there. There we go. Let's swing it back here. Try and give us some room here so we can get out of here. And they still keep time, but I'm not really sure why. It's not like in TransOcean 1 there's like, oh, what's your record? There isn't none of that in this. At least in the campaign, you know. So I don't know in the multiplayer if that's something there as well. definitely in the campaign there's really no meaning for it. But yeah, let's start getting out of here now. Figure out which way we're gonna go. I think we're gonna probably swing around this way, to be honest. Swing around and come out. Be the easiest. Besides, we gotta go through all this port. So, oh boy. Oh, these feeder ships, I'm telling ya. Let's see if we can just kind of slide through on this one here. Get lucky. Would be nice. Let's give us a little bit of turn so that way we can try and sail around this here. But this is definitely crazy, the ports. It's nice though, like they actually put some time and effort into it. Which is just awesome. Awesome. But let's see. Looks like our exit's over there. We're gonna have to sail around this stuff here, I believe. Yeah, once we get around here, we'll start sailing clear and good. But yeah, no zoom on this mini map though still, which is kind of a shame that they still couldn't figure that out. The fact that they gave us a map view like this is awesome. This is definitely crazy. Definitely nice. I'm not really sure what this button's for. Oh, maybe like a touchpad. You move your fingers out like that and you get the zoom out. I'm not really sure. Probably not though. It could be just the symbol to show you how that looking at it. It's probably the symbol. Alright, let's go straight. I do feel like the rudder here gives you, it's just not as, it's like it moves too much, I feel like, compared to TransOcean. But that's just my opinion there. Oh, we need to turn here. Oh, turn. Oh, yay. But you can see how far you are from your the actual destination to get out of port as well. We're still 2,000 meters away, over 2,000 meters away. So it definitely takes some time to pull in and out of port, which I could see, and then it's being one of the reasons why they have you not pull in and out all the time, just because of how long it takes. But every now and then it actually kind of is fun, you know, just a different thing. But it's very businessy this time, very businessy. All right, let's give ourselves some speed now. Oh yeah, let's go on a kind of like a straight angle like this. We got to make another turn here, so we'll kind of start it. Kind of give us a nice little angle here on the shot, but you can see all this stuff here. The details on the port's still about the same. I don't really know if there's much activity. I don't really see much around here. I don't see cars coming around like you did in the last one. Start this turn here. Maybe as we get more back into it, maybe some activity will show. I know there are like police cars that I've seen roaming around. I don't know if it's really a police car, but more of like a emergency type of vehicle. Maybe like a port authority of some sort. Alright, I do like this though, having the rudder spin down here as well. That's cool. Someone was talking about having the forums that there weren't waves behind their ship. I mean, I see them right here. So I don't know if that was something that was missing that I just didn't notice, and then they released it and fixed it in a new update. But this game has two updates since it came out. So it's actually, I mean, I'm surprised. The developers care about it. You know, they're listening to people's feedback. It's just kind of a shame that they made some of the choices they did before the game launched. They're having to go back and fix these now. But key things too, you know, like the no cargo. Whoa, like the no cargo thing. I like this though too. Being able to zoom around here is so nice, and you can see all the mountains and stuff. That's like really cool. You know. All right, let's go sail on. Nice, 1.7 billion. So that's beautiful. How many days do we have left, I wonder? We gotta have like 90 days, I feel like. 90 days, let's get contracts. We'll do it down here. We got contracts to Havana loaded. Really nothing there. We could add to the Georgias, and then New York after that. So let's grab the big New York ones. Oh yeah. Let's take that one. No. Let's get rid of that Georgia one. That doesn't do us any good. I would love to grab that one too from New York. But I can't get it. Can't get it. That's fine. We'll grab that Georgia one then. It's a shame. Alright, so we're going to Havana, then the Georgias, and then New York. So that's quite a journey there. Let's check our fuel. Oh, let's fully fuel up. Fuel's kind of cheap right now. Now let's go back to the map. Oh, 87 days left. Very nice. And off we go. Come on, we need to make that money. We need to make that money. That's what we need. These little journeys here need to add up a little bit faster for us. Nothing. So let's just get right out of here. We're going to the Georgia ports. So you know what? I always like mess that up because I always click where that button is instead of let's go to the port here. So as you can see, if you go to here, if you click on that, then it automatically just clicks on the ship. I don't know why it doesn't select the destination, which sucks. But like, why aren't you picking up my cargo? I don't understand it. I don't understand why it's not picking up the cargo, when you click on that. So, but then if you go into the contracts list, it shows it then. You can click on it and cast off right away. Does not make sense. Oh, look at this. Bonus contracts for New Orleans and Houston. This one we might not get to, but look at this. We can for sure do those 3 to New Orleans after we get up to New York. So we're definitely taking those. We're definitely taking those. Let's cast off. Those will be nice. Those will be beautiful. To New Orleans there. 1.8. You see the +2 that we just got there? Those are RP points, reputation points. They're not explained, or region points I should say. They haven't been explained yet. So they get explained later on in the game, in the campaign. So I don't know what they are yet because I haven't gotten that far. But they're not important at the moment. Ooh, look at this, Havana. Another one. You can see 68% bonus, 170, 93, 73. There's definitely a lot of bonuses here. Well, let's grab this to Havana. We'll stop in Havana on our way. Grab that. That one there. Let's check fuel. What do we got? Not the worst, not the best. So let's cast off. And off we go. Let's get in. Nice. Nice. Let's see what that did. 241. Let's take a look. Look at that. I mean, the tugboat fees were 200,000, which is normal. Fuel consumption. We're not getting any wear and tear. Like I said, first chapter you don't get no wear and tear on the ship. That comes in the second chapter. Houston. Let's take that. That's where we're headed. So let's grab that. We'll confirm that one. Let's cast off. We're up to 15 million. What's Masterson at? Ooh. He's close to us too. 76 days though. We can do this. And there it is, 900,000 into New Orleans. That was nice. Look at that. That was a big kahuna one. Where else we got going here? To Houston. Ooh, look at all these ones at Georgia ports. What? Definitely taking all of these, the Georgias. I'll take you. Well, which one pays? 69% bonus, 90. Oh yeah, we're definitely taking that one. 63, 69, yeah. That's good. I did the Georgias. What about these guys? 62%, 60%. Oh, those would be better, huh? We can't get any of them. We'd have to give up that. But those would be awesome. We can only take one on top of it. I mean, you're talking 1.5 million here, but if we could take all of that, I mean, we're definitely gonna get the 1.5 million there. So let's just grab that. Let's cast off. Let's check fuel real fast. We'll go 250. Let's cast off to Houston. Be a short little hop. There we go. When you cast off, it doesn't bring you back to the world map, which is interesting. I don't remember if it did in TransOcean 1 though either. Might not have. It might not have. What do we got going on here? Georgia ports, that's right. Oh, we could stop. 181% bonus. 100. Yeah, we're taking those. Just making a stop back in New Orleans. Like that's a payday. 493,000. Wow, that's a payday. Oh yeah, we're fully fueling up here in Houston. Off to New Orleans. Look at that, 490. That's it. Where's the bonus money? Where's the bonus money? I didn't see it there. It had to have come though. I feel like it had to have. That's just nuts. But that's where we're gonna end it here, guys. This is gonna be the first little portion of Chapter 1 in TransOcean 2 Rivals. I hope you enjoy it so far. Make sure you come back next time. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone.